Well, 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 once again, hello to everybody. Time appropriate greetings wherever you may be across the world. My name is Tom. This is Dave. We are called the Blow-Ins.
Hello.
How are we doing, Dave?
I'm doing all right,
Oh, good.
I think. Yeah,
That's
all
good.
is well.
That-
All is well.
Excellent. We hope that everybody's doing well in these crazy times, keeping well. We're going to play some music, and then we can say hello to everybody who seems to be joining in the chat. Give everybody a chance to get in and get settled. Maybe pour themselves a glass of wine, a pint, or whatever your flavor is. A tall glass of milk, I
Chipple.
suppose.
Nice. Depending on the time of day as well, where you are.
Well, it doesn't have to be dependent on the time
Doesn't
of
have
day,
to
Dave.
depend on the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I say preemptively, as I might at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, grab myself something before we get going.
You well should.
So, all right. Well, let's get started with a song. Will we start with something? Maybe Clare to hear. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I see it tends to get pushed out, so it's a lovely song. We'll give it a go. Around Mattel.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. 3, 4. Well, there's 4 of us who share the room. We work hard for the crack. And getting up late on Sunday, we never get to Mass. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. And when Friday night comes around, I'm only into fighting. I mean, Ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for writing. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Well, it almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. I told her I'd be coming back with pockets full of green. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It eases all the pain off and it levels out my thinking. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. I dreamt I heard a fiddle play. Maybe it's an ocean. I dreamt I saw white horses dance on that other ocean. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here.
Clare to hear, which Dave, I did in a step out of position for the first maybe verse or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice. That's going to sound great.
What is going on there? And then I looked down, and this instrument is fretless, so there are no frets on it. You kind of just, once you get going, you do it by feel and you do it by ear. And I wasn't using my ear,
Just the feel.
just the feel kind of part, and something
That's
felt
gonna be
wrong
interesting.
in my ear.
Well, I played one wrong chord in the first verse, so that one bit might match
Well,
up.
come on, Dave, pull yourself together. This is
Sorry.
supposed to be a professional outlet. Hey, everybody in the chat. It's good to see everybody joining in. We got a lot of the regulars in there. We see some requests already coming in. Rambles of Spring,
Yeah.
no problem, Bruce and Pat. Absolutely.
Oh, it's on the cards.
I see lots of people who are already getting their drinks out. See, I think now I know why I do this happily so regularly, aside from the fact that I love seeing everybody, or at least seeing everybody on the chat and playing the music, is that it gives me an excuse to have a beer in the afternoon or a glass of wine.
Like you need an excuse.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of have to. I have to.
Oh, now I
Which I
must.
haven't done, so I might, if any of my family is watching in the other room, I might have them pop a bottle of red wine. So
You're
that I
gonna
might-
get them to. You're gonna get them to wait on you.
Dave, what am I supposed to do? I can't just get up and leave. You know,
It's almost an emergency, really.
what can I do? I mean, I could have planned that out earlier, but I didn't. So now we're stuck. That's what it is. Chuck's decided with the coffee. I still have a little bit of the coffee left here.
Good boy, Chuck.
I will dispatch with that as quickly as possible.
What time is it there? 1 time? Is that 11? Is it 11 a.m.?
Where? Out
Washington
on
State?
the West Coast, yeah. That's going to
Yeah.
be 11 o'clock, so 3 hours behind the East Coast. Yeah, that's right. So 11. Yeah, that is. That maybe is a bit early for the whiskey.
Bit early. Sneak
No,
into the coffee.
you made it on time, Alan. That's all right. Full pay restored this time
well
around.
done.
Yeah.
I nearly didn't.
Quick message sorted that out, Dave.
Quick message,
It's
just
good.
to be sure. I was up and about, but I was a bit late, running a bit late.
Yeah. I'm going to just bring that up a small bit there. Hopefully that won't clip as I bring that up. We're slowly the technology is starting to come in line where we're a little bit more comfortable leaving it a bit later. So that's okay. I like that. I prefer that to having to scramble and spend 8 hours testing. Yeah. Oh,
I've
however,
got no excuse for it.
Oh, none. Right. Will we get to our first request? Bruce and
Bill
Pat.
gets the privilege
Rambles
of the
Spring.
whiskied up Chuck. Yeah, let's do Rambles of Spring.
That's right. See, what happens is Chuck waits till after our live stream before he gets all whiskied up and belligerent and starts cursing. And we know, Chuck, you wouldn't do that. We know you. We know you too well.
By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, watch out.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Chuck's on the tear. Okay. This is Tommy Makeham's song. It's the Rambles of Spring, introduced to us by Bruce and Pat.
Yeah.
Well,
eventually.
Bruce specifically.
After we resisted for a long time.
Oh, why did you just?
What did I do?
Nothing. That was strange. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it. Okay.
Okay. All good?
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a piercing wintry breeze blowing through the budding trees, and I button up me coat to keep me warm. But the days are on the mend, and I'm on the road again, with my fiddle snuggled close beneath my arm. I've a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow. All my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I'm as happy as a king when I catch a breath of spring, and the grass is turning green as winter ends. And the geese are on the wing, and the thrushes start to sing, and I'm headed down the road to see my friends. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow. All my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. I have friends in every town as I wander up and down, making music at the markets and the fairs. Through the donkeys and the creels and the farmers making deals, and a yellow-headed tinker selling wares. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow. All my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Here's a health to one and all, to the big and to the small, to the rich and poor alike and foreign friends. And when I return again, may our foes have turned to friends, and may peace and joy be with you until then. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow. All my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go. Sing it, Bruce. I have a fine felt hat and a strong pair of brogues. I have rosin in me pocket for me bow. All my fiddle strings are new, and I've learned a tune or two, so I'm well prepared to ramble and must go.
Rambles of Spring. I like that one more and more each time we do it. Not that I like necessarily our version of it, but I just like the song. I like our version.
It is a good song.
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
getting more comfortable with that one now.
Yeah. For sure. Now, I saw some stuff going by here. Let me get caught up on some of this.
Lots of stuff coming in.
Yes, indeed. Shannon's getting her request in early. Always a good idea. That's going to be Hills of Donegal, which we can absolutely do. We'll do that maybe even next
God,
or
I missed a lot of stuff there.
It's going by quick. You got to keep up. Hi from Zilla. Wow. Hey, Lisa. Session number 25. I know. That's our 25th anniversary, something along those lines. What's that?
You guys are very good to stick with us as well.
I know. I'm surprised that we've gotten this far.
You're precious to us now.
Indeed. Okay. So will we do?
Hello, Paul Gartland. Hello, the Connollys. I think there's a question there as well.
Oh, all right. Just wondering how you two first met and decided to become a musical duo, and could you also play "Love You Till the End" or "Radio Night in Soho"? We can surely do "Radio Night in Soho" for you. As far as I moved to Dingle back in 2007, thereabouts, and Dave, you had been there a good number of years, about 5 years at that stage, right?
2002, yeah.
Yeah. And when I landed in, what's the first thing you do as somebody who's been in the music scene, at least here in the States, for many years? I went into a local music shop to check the place out, and who was there and whose shop was it? It was Dave's. Perfect, thanks.
Oh.
So got to chatting. I bought a bass off you, which I still have and use every now and again. It's hanging on the wall in the studio. Back on the peninsula, and so we were actually in a band for a while. What was the name of that band?
We did bits and pieces, didn't we, before we actually settled down to work together properly?
Did we really?
Were on and off, and in and out, and then we did the Crack Daddies for a bit. Remember that?
Crack Daddies, but the Crack Daddies came from the Blow-ins, right? Originally, it was
from the Blow-ins. Oh, it was the Blow-ins first.
Yeah,
and then the name was changed.
It was a rock kind of wedding pubby band that we did with two Englishmen and two Americans. And
two English and two American, the band. That's right. So we were the Blow-ins first, and then there was about to change the name of the band. And
one moment, please. I just got to. Thank you very much.
You do what's important.
Cheers.
Yeah, and that was it. And then that kind of fell by the wayside, and we only played on and off then, really, didn't we, for a while? And you were playing with another band in Killarney every now and again, and doing your own thing with Mr. Briggs and a few other people.
Yeah, sure. So I'm actually. I mean, I was. I've been playing music since I was a wee lad. But I'm a drummer by trade, so I was playing drum kit in many different projects.
You were the first drummer in the Blow-ins.
That's right, and had been playing all over the peninsula in a number of different projects. And then, of course, it would be kind of strange when the two of us decided that we were going to try something. It would be strange to have a drum kit and guitar. That would be a little bit odd, kind of a white stripesy thing.
But we were good friends before we were a real musical combination, really, weren't we? We used to hang out.
I think that was we made
crew.
This specifically started this project because we wanted to do a project together, because we worked well together, because we were friends. So that was kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
It was a friendship first before it became a musical partnership. And
then when we formed another wedding band, didn't we, with some young guys for a while?
Yeah,
and we tried that for a couple of years. And we in the same
Trend.
time we kind of started up with the Trend,
Fergal and Dowdy.
We tried that for a couple of years with Fergal and Dowdy. Hi guys. I saw Dowdy outside the shop yesterday. He's looking well. He's a dad now. Don't forget.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And
legend.
And
the two of them.
yeah, so we tried that for a couple of years, and we weren't picking up that much work, and we were actually doing better getting the duo stuff. I was playing with all three members of the band individually as three different duos, doing all the same music.
Yeah.
And it was we just eventually decided to simplify things, didn't we, and just go forward with the two of us, and it kind of worked, I think. And that's when we started to meet you, the people that we see on here now. From that was about 2013 that we first solidly started doing this Blow-ins thing.
Yeah, and now this many years later. And
sorry, 2012, because we went to Washington in 2013 for the first time.
We've got a wonderful group of people who surprisingly come and listen to us play whenever they're around, or when we have to go on live stream. So we really appreciate that. We love the fact that you enjoy it. We certainly enjoy it playing. So that is that. Let's see. Hey Evan, how we doing? Hope all is well.
Hi Evan.
Bob, how's things? Let's see. And Whisky, we've got a Nancy Whisky request in there. We had were we going to do something and then we can do Hills of Donegal?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want to do? There was something that you...
This one.
Hi.
Doesn't need an introduction, this one, does it? hope I can remember.
Here's a song that needs no introduction. It was written back at the time. No, go on.
You used to do a long, rambling introduction through the entire, the repetition of the chords, didn't you? No need for that now with this experienced audience that we have.
They could probably do it.
It was funny though. In Dublin's fair city, when the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure it was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they all wheeled their barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now a ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Classic.
Cockles and Mussels, otherwise known as Molly Malone. A fictional tale, although I'm sure there's some parts of it that have a basis in somebody's reality anyways.
Yeah, well, she got a statue out of it.
She did get a statue, a very buxom statue.
Yes, people are very fond of it.
Indeed. Indeed. That's on, is that O'Connell Street?
No, it's up. It's in a little back street somewhere near.
Where is it?
Near Grafton Street somewhere.
All right, fair enough.
I think. I don't know Dublin very well.
No, nor do I. I rarely make it
I think
out of
I think they
my own
moved it
little
at some stage as
hamlet.
well.
Oh, did they?
Yes. Yeah, at one stage. I don't know enough about it, I'm afraid. I did go and see it last. I was there this time last year up in Dublin and brought my kids to a Kerry Dublin match at Croke Park.
Oh, yeah, I remember
And yeah, there was a bit of a the middle of Dublin wasn't particularly nice after dark, but it was great out of the match and in the afternoon.
Yeah.
In town, we went to the zoo and the match was great.
Well, one thing
And we went
can
to
definitely be
the
said about
statue.
it. It is one of my favorite songs with the word fishmonger in it.
Fishmonger.
Without
It is a
question.
good fishmonger song.
Without question. All right, let's get
I
to.
think we'd all enjoy that.
Let's get to
Okay.
another request.
Yeah, they're flying in again.
Yep, we're gonna go with
Hi, Evan.
Hills of
I said hello
Donegal. So a song about building of a wall to keep the county of Donegal all to himself, and he ends up going over to Germany and stealing their wall because it's easier. It's called the Hills of Donegal.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Turns out I wasn't ready.
Chuck likes this one as well.
You may talk about Atlantis, how it's lost beneath the sea, and the grieve of the unknown soldier, and the cry of the old banshee. Who was the man in the iron mask which Jack the Ripper set free? But ask them all, where's Donegal? It's still a mystery. And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. North and south to keep them out, by God, I'd build them tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I legalize them all. And we have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal.
Late night clubs and all night pubs, blackjack and roulette. Mel Gibson, Bridget Nielsen, Mike Tyson having a bed. In a show with them be known for its multi-millionaires. But Donald Trump would like a chunk to live on solitaire. And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. North and south, keep them out, but I gotta build them tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalize them all. And we'd have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. To stand on top of Donegal would give me such a thrill. And I hear them saying, Dublin, there's gold in them there hills. But don't despair, 'cause if you dare, the answer lies with me. There's a wall that's steep and it's going cheap somewhere in Germany. And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. North and south, to keep them out, I gotta build them tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I legalize them all. And we'd have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal.
Hills of Donegal. That's Goats Don't Shave.
Yes.
Goats don't shave. Goats do not shave.
They don't?
Just so you know. I'm just
They
letting
don't
you
have
know,
the
Dave.
dexterity.
Goats do not shave.
No,
That's
they don't
why
have
they got
opposable thumbs.
The beards. The beards.
I have a little baby goat living in the field next to my house here. It's a
Do
beautiful
you?
little thing. Yeah.
There's a lot of people here will take their Christmas trees down and just dump them for goats. Goats love them. So
Really?
Just,
What do they do? Just strip
just
the
eat 'em.
pine needles off
Yep.
them? Really?
down to nothing.
Wow.
So there's that. And yeah, Evan, that's no problem. We'll do the fields for Athenry
Hi,
coming
Evan.
up in just a little while for you. No problem at all. I think that there was another request there. I'm horrible with them. We should find.
Nancy Whisky was there, and
Nancy
also
Whisky, alright.
who was it wrote?
Rainy Night in Soho as well.
Oh yeah, and
Let's-
Kathy wrote fairly well, which I think is probably leaving Liverpool. Is it?
Oh, sure. That's a good set right
Yeah,
there.
we've got
Why
a
don't we
few
do
to
the Rainy Night in Soho to start? Nice little
Okay.
change in key signature. This is written by Shane McGowan of the Pogues, written while he was still a member of the Pogues. Just a prolific writer, wonderful writer. Brand new spanking set of teeth on him as well. So that,
Finally got sorted.
yeah. Shane McGowan.
I apologise in advance for this harmonica. I'm going to play it, but it's not quite at its best anymore. It's got a wobbly reed on it that's not quite in tune. But
I say the same thing could be said about any of this going on here,
Well,
but
it's not giving up my
just
voice.
leave it off.
Lockdown here is coming along nicely. I didn't get my haircut just before lockdown started, so I've got to do this. I've got to grow this for at least another 3 weeks, I'd say. So
Yeah, I attacked mine this
That may
week.
be longer.
Just to get it down to a manageable side,
good.
and
yeah, I'm not gonna take that risk.
well, I took the risk, and let me just say that I'm only approaching people from the front at this stage. There'll be no walking out of any rooms. I'm not walking out of any rooms. I have to back
It's
out.
hard
of
to
them.
see what's going on at the back.
Yeah. It's something, all right. Okay. A Rainy Night in Soho. There's that. In Soho.
1, 2, 3, 2. I've been loving you a long time. Down all the years, down all the days. And I've cried for all your troubles. Smile at your funny little ways. We watched our friends grow up together, and we saw them as they fell. Some of them fell into heaven. Some of them fell into hell. I took shelter from a shower, and I stepped into your arms. On a rainy night in Soho, the wind was whistling all its charms, and I sang you all my sorrows, and you told me all your joys. Whatever happened to that old song? To all the little girls and boys. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, the ginger lady by my bed, covered in a cloak of silence. I hear you talking in my head. I'm not singing for the future, I'm not dreaming of the past, I'm not talking about the first time, and I never think about the last. Now this sun nearly over, we may never find out what it means. Still there's a light I hold before me, and you're the measure of my dreams. You're the measure of my dreams.
Rainy night in Soho.
There you go.
There we go. Tom, Chuck says, Tom, we really need to take those scissors away from you. Yeah, I don't I don't disagree with you on that, but you know, it's just fun. It's just more fun that way. I'm trapped in here. You're the only people that I see, so long as you don't mind, I don't mind. Alan says, I remember the old visit to the barber. In the end, I chose a different path. It's trailblazers like you, Alan, that guide the way for the rest of us. I'll meet you there soon, I'm sure. Andy Cheatham. Hey, Andy. Alan? Andy's looking for something from Crowded House. Absolutely. I'd love to do It's Only Natural, if we can. It might be difficult because I don't remember it, but that's never stopped me before. So a couple of requests there for Song of Ireland, which we can also do as well. Great stuff.
Okay. I want to say quickly, thank you to a friend of my mum's called Vera, who listens and watches every week, and she sent us a Christmas card.
Oh, very nice.
She asked my mum for my address, and we got a Christmas card jointly addressed to us.
That's
in the post,
very sweet, Vera. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much. And it was lovely. It was of the Angel of the North, the statue up in Gateshead in Tyne Weir.
Cool, yeah.
Covered in snow, and it was lovely.
Oh, that's great.
Little piece of my heritage there. Although I was born before that thing went up, but yeah, it's a cool sight to see when you're driving down the road.
Well, very, very.
All right, what are we doing next?
Keep us in your thoughts.
Yes.
We've got a few more. So
Nancy Whiskey is the next,
Nancy Whiskey, yeah.
All right.
Nancy Whiskey, a love song to whiskey. Well, it's not really a love song. It's more a cautionary tale, isn't it?
He loves it, though.
He does love it. He loves the gat.
He does. He loves it.
He loves the gat. Right. Nancy Whiskey.
Just starts with the chorus, doesn't it?
Oh, right. I've got to mute
Oh, yeah,
you
do your
again.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it through in my head. It's been a few weeks since we did this one.
No idea.
It's amazing how quickly it goes out of your head. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. I'm a weaver, a Calton weaver. I'm a rash and a roving blade. And I've got silver in my pockets, and I follow the roving trade. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Well, I went down to Glasgow City, Nancy whiskey, a chance to smell. Well, I went in, sat down beside her. 7 years, I loved her well. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. The more I kissed her, the more I loved her. The more I kissed her, the more she smiled. Well, soon I forgot my mother's teachings. Nancy soon had me beguiled. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Oh, it's the wrong harmonica. I should have checked it,
Sing
Tom.
it, Dave.
Continuing. I rose early in the morning to slag my thirst, it was my need. I tried to rise, but I was not able, and Nancy had me by the heat. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Come all ye weavers, ye Calton weavers. Come all ye weavers, where'er ye be. Beware of whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. She'll ruin you like she ruined me. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh.
Nancy Whiskey.
Well, that was
Whiskey,
stupid,
whiskey,
wasn't it?
Nancy Whiskey. Well, that happens.
I set myself a booby trap there.
That's what happened to me in the first song. I had the wrong bass. So I played it wrong.
It's a C.
Oh, it's too bright. I can't see that. Oh, yeah, I can see it
It's
now.
too bright.
It takes your autofocus. Now, like...
Oh, yeah.
Woo-woo, I'm back. Woo-woo.
It goes like this. You can edit that one.
Yeah,
edit
we
that
can.
in.
What we do is we're going to send you all individually the parts, and you guys can just put them together at your leisure. It'll kind of be like a musical puzzle. You can
Yeah,
just
if there's verses you don't like, you can just chop them out.
You just chop them out, put them whatever order you want. We sometimes do. Just change them around. No problem there. Okay.
I have another visit. I have a visitor just arrived to see me with his lockdown hair as well.
Oh,
Little
right.
Finn.
Is that Finn? Yeah.
Finn. I have to keep
He
cutting the
gets
hair out in
locked
front
down
of his
hair every
eyes.
few days, I'm sure.
Every few days. He doesn't shed, so it just grows and grows and grows. But it's great. It means he doesn't leave hair around the house. It's
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
Yeah. What's going on? Any other news?
Oh, I mean, there's plenty of news out there. None that we need
It's
to
been
discuss
amazing,
here,
hasn't
but
it?
it's been certainly a crazy week. I didn't get to a video. I was going to do a video this week, and I didn't get to it because I was kind of glued to the television watching all the madness go
I
on.
bet.
So that'll have to wait till next week. We'll figure something out. But that just means more songs, right? More songs.
Sure.
That's how I'm gonna put a spin on that. Anyways.
That's what they say at gigs, isn't it? Don't talk religion or politics, and we'll gloss over that. But everyone
you
has their
go.
own opinion about what happened.
Yeah.
But we had some record number of cases of COVID here, and there's record cases in Kerry last couple of days. We had over 8,000
That's crazy.
a day.
I mean,
in
I
one
remember
day.
when
country.
1,200 was like, whoa, this is getting out of control.
Yeah.
And now you're up to 8,000.
Yeah, and that was it? And then the following day it was down to 4,800 or something. So it is dropping. The lockdown is having an effect We have a 5-kilometre radius that you're not allowed to leave unless it's an essential service that you've got to provide or go to. I have to go to such a thing tomorrow. My car has the NCT, the National Car Test, tomorrow in Tralee.
Oh.
My car, which I don't even know, will get me the 35 miles to Tralee to take the test. If it does, who knows what's going to happen to it.
Why? What happened with the car?
Well, it was in the garage for 3 months in the summer after it blew up. And it's just ever since I'm just waiting for it to go again because the oil level is still creeping up slowly.
Gotcha.
Which means something's leaking into the oil system and eventually it's just going to blow out again, I think.
That doesn't sound like a problem at all, Dave.
I'm just going to keep driving it and hope whatever happens, happens.
It's fine. Yeah.
Thanks to Chuck, I have 2 cars in my driveway anyway, like a rich man.
There you go.
You got not a rich man, I'll tell you that now. I have a backup. And I have roadside recovery, which is going to be very essential. But the irony is, the thing that I think is wrong with the car is it's undetectable in terms of the car test, so it could fly through the test with no problems at all and then break down on the way home.
Alan says, you replaced the Nova, Dave. That's the problem. Was the Nova the red one?
Yeah, the Nova, if you remember, the Nova was a blue Vauxhall Nova, which I had when I was at university when Alan would have known me. And one day I was driving to uni. It was about, how far is it from Leamington to Warwick? About 10 miles or so. It didn't take that long, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. And the cylinder head gasket blew on the way. And I drove around the campus. There was hardly any parking spaces on the campus, and I drove around the car park with smoke just billowing out of the back of the car.
You just head gaskets are just those are optional. That's like you're optional. Just showing off if you've got head gaskets, Dave.
Yeah, you can just push it.
Push it away.
Yeah. I also had a car where the windscreen wiper on the driver's side wasn't working, and I had no money because I was broke. So for a while, every time it rained, I had to drive with my head out of the window.
That's amazing. I mean, if we get started on car stories, Dave, we'll never stop.
Or looking outside, or looking at the passenger side.
I've probably had 2 dozen,
optional.
And they were all purchased right around the 300,000 mile marker, and just driven until their deaths. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, don't worry, Chuck. I will keep your Honda running for you. So far, so good. Song?
Yeah.
What we got?
Let's do a song. Was there something else to do before we got to some crowded house?
There was Fields of Athenry for Evan. Should we do that?
Fields of Athenry, yeah. And then we'll do from crowded house and then Galway to Graceland.
There were probably others, and we got Leaving Liverpool in there as well.
Oh yeah, we got loads.
That was a guess from the lyric.
Good guess.
Kathy might just confirm that was the song she was looking for fairly well.
I love the fact that we get these requests and they're just the perfect requests. They're like good songs to put in there. Like keeps it changed up a little bit. We don't have to think of songs. It's even better. I think the main reason that they come in is because otherwise they have to listen to us talk nonsense about cars. Talk rubbish. Yeah. Reminiscing of old times when nobody else but 2 of us. Keep telling these random stories and more requests keep coming in. Like hint.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly, and our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they called me down. Now you must raise a child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. And our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. And she'll wait and hope and pray for her love in Bartley Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. And our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. One more. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. And our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. That's Fields of Athenry.
Fields of Athenry. Great song.
Hello, Patrick and Tanya. Homesick for Dingle.
Yeah, you and me both.
Well, you can do. We're doing our best for you. We're doing our best for you. You're not missing much here, though. Very quiet around the place.
I mean, sure, that would be that's what it is. Regardless, any year, this time of year is pretty quiet around Dingle.
Yeah. Unless you go to Athenry Beach on a sunny afternoon and there's just dogs everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
That is true.
Very busy down there. Lovely though. I did get some good pictures there. I might send them to you. You can get them off on the screen.
Oh, that would be
next
great.
week.
Yeah, we can put some.
Got
of
some
that
pictures
stuff.
of pictures of the lovely beach there and my dog posing for photographs.
For his Instagram.
What a dog owner I've become.
Instagram.com/pocket sheep. Finn the pocket sheep.
Okay. Yeah.
Will we do some Crowded House for Mr. Cheatham?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, as would I. We haven't done this one in ages.
No.
There's probably a reason for that. We'll do your
we do the
request,
other one.
Andy. We didn't say it was going to be good, but we'll do it. It is a fun song. I like this song. It's called "It's Only Natural." And I'm going to mute me.
I'm going to bring up the lyrics just in case.
Oh, right. I did that preemptively. It's all you, Dave, whenever you're ready to go.
Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ice will melt, water will boil. You and I can shake off this mortal coil. It's bigger than us. You don't have to worry about it. Ready or not, here comes the drop. You feel lucky when you know where you are. You know it's gonna come true. Here in your arms I remember. It's only natural that I should want to be there with you. It's only natural that you should feel the same way too. It's easy when you don't try, going on first impressions, man in a cage. He's made his confession now, you see me at my worst, and it won't be the last time I'm down there. I want you to know I feel completely at ease. Reading like a book, it's falling down between your knees. Please, let me have my way with you. It's only natural that I should want to be there with you.
It's only natural. You should feel the same way too. It's circumstantial. It's nothing written in the sky, and we don't even have to try. Oh, we'll be shaking like mud, buildings of glass, sink into the bed. We'll be under the rocks again. You don't have to say it. I know you're afraid. It's only natural. I should wanna be there with you. It's only natural. You should feel the same way too. It's circumstantial. It's something I was born to. It's only natural. Can I help it if I want to? Can I help it if I want
There we go. Some Crowded House for
one
Mr.
to sing.
Cheatham.
Yeah, it's a good one to sing.
It's fun. It just
New
has
Zealand
that kind
flag
of like
emoji.
I just kind of dig it. Homesick to Dingle, yes, indeed.
Oh.
No originals yet.
No, never written a song. We wrote a jingle once for a podcast that never happened. Remember that?
Oh, we did, yeah. We'll have to get back to that at some stage.
Yeah. Well, you write your own music for the videos you make, don't you?
I did
Give
the
yourself
backing
some
thing.
credit for that.
Yeah, those sort of loops, really, what they
8-bar loops, is it?
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, 8-bar loops. Smashed together for the purpose. I haven't been able to do that. I had to borrow. I had to use Creative Commons music for last week's and the one before, just because.
Oh, did you?
Well, I don't have any of the instruments on hand that I normally have.
Sure.
You can't do much with just this little Ashbury bass. I can barely play it when we're performing live. Doing it in a recording session doesn't make it much better. The Meshers are on. Hello.
Hello, Meshers. Good evening, good afternoon to you.
Indeed.
In Washington State.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that.
Crowded House. Great band. Guilty pleasure. I've said it before.
Indeed.
Stick on a bit of
introduced me
Crowded
to
House.
most
Do
of their
Pineapple Head. Great song.
stuff. Right. There was one up there that we had left.
We were going to do Galway to Graceland.
Galway to Graceland. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute me for that.
I've taken my low cut off, Tom. Remind me to put it back on.
I got that. I'm on it. Got me. Yeah, Galway to Graceland. Richard Thompson, wonderful singer-songwriter. Always kind of a little bit of a dark twist in his songs. This one's no different. About a woman from Galway.
Okay. Oh, she dressed in the dark, and she whispered amen. She was pretty in pink, like a young girl again. And 20 years married, but she never thought twice. She picked up her bags and walked into the night. The silver wings carried her over the sea, from the west coast of Ireland to West Tennessee, just to be with her sweetheart. Oh, she left everything, from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king. She was humming Suspicion, that's the song she liked best. She had Elvis, I love you, tattooed on her breast. When she landed in Memphis, but her heart beat so fast. She dreamed for so long, now she'd see him at last. She knelt by his graveside day after day, and come closing time they would pull her away, just to be with her sweetheart. Oh, she left everything, from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king. In the thousands they came from the whole human race to pay their respects at his last resting place. But blindly she knelt there, and she told him her dreams, and she thought that he answered, well, that's how it seemed. When they dragged her away, it was handcuffs this time. She said, my dear man, are you out of your mind? Don't you know that we're married? See, I'm wearing his ring. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king.
Lovely stuff, Dave. Galway to Graceland. That was for Sherry.
Yeah.
There.
I know he did some live streams during the big lockdown last summer, and I never watched them.
Yeah, there's a couple of them floating around.
I hope they're still up there. I'll have to go back and watch them.
I've also seen some stuff. There's a series that's out there called Folk on the Couch or something along those lines. Folk in the Woods. And Chris Woods has been doing some.
Has Chris Wood been on there?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I'll have to put up some links to that as well. It's
just for people in England, not it's Chris Wood, not Chris Woods, the former England goalkeeper.
You know, now that you mention it, Dave, it could be either, because to be honest,
guitarist,
sure
fiddle player, folk singer.
Yeah. Goal scorer or goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. Now, once again,
he can never get a proper go on the England team, Tom. He couldn't get in past Peter Shilton.
Well, yeah, that's always the problem, isn't it? If you're only just joining us, my name is Tom. This is Dave. I don't know which way to.
He's in my way.
That's Dave. We're the Blow-ins. You probably already know that, but in case you happen to be looking at this from the future on the interwebs.
Yeah. Say hello, Finn.
Oh, he's looking very fluffy today. He looks like a.
He's had his face cut.
He looks like an albino Ewok right now. Yeah.
There he is now. Stop lying on my feet. Sorry, you were saying something there before he lay down on my
I was
chair.
just reintroducing ourselves. Should anybody stumble upon it in the future, I'm Tom. That's Dave. We're called the Blow-ins.
Do pass us on to your friends.
That Nicholas is playing along on the guitar. Nicholas, let us know. Do some recording. Send it along. We'd love to see it.
I need to fix my image so you can see my fingers there. You can see how badly I play the chord shapes. Nicholas. Do as I say, don't do as I do. I'm a self-taught guitar player. My technique is poor, but yeah, I play all the chords backwards.
I'm a self-taught Ashbury bass player, and I'm a very poor teacher. So,
see if I can get the fingers in there.
There you go.
Right, let's do a song. Then I'm going to go and get beer.
Oh, okay. What song you want to do, Dave?
Leaving Liverpool still on the request list for Kathy.
Lovely.
She confirmed that's what she wanted.
Great.
Oh, there you go. You can see the fingers there. Now my guitar is in the curtains, but I'll sort that out for next week. Leaving Liverpool by request. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fare thee well to you, my own true love. There were many. Fare thee well. I am bound for California, a place that I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I am bound on a Yankee clipper ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and her captain's name it is Burgess, and they say that she's a floating hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I played with Burgess once before, and I think I know him well. If a man is a sailor, he will get along. If he's not, then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. The ship is in the harbor, love, and you know I can't remain. And I know it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. There we go.
Leaving of Liverpool, also regionally known as Fare Thee Well.
Fare thee well. We have nicknames for some of the songs anyway, don't we?
We certainly do. I'd say we have nicknames for the songs. I have nicknames for the lyrics. I call the lyrics whatever I want to call them, and sometimes
we have nicknames for each other, but not in front of each other.
I wouldn't share those with anybody or with you necessarily, even. Not in front of your face, anyways.
Still friends after 9 years of this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, probably because we see.
We have to be 3,000 miles apart. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
That's good.
I got a wonderful T-shirt for Christmas that I think sums it up very nicely for me. It's just a gray tee, and it just says, "I like music and." I like music and about three other people.
Fingers crossed I'm on that list. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I just it changes.
Get back to me.
It changes regularly. I reserve 3 spots.
That was a question that did not require an answer.
Yeah.
Do you want to do an intro? I'm gonna grab a beer. Do you want to do an intro?
Sure.
For something.
You gonna let me know what song I'm introing?
Do you want to do your intro for Back Home in Derry? We'll do that.
Back Home in Derry, yeah.
That work for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay. Or maybe we should just have 1 minute of silence. We'll see.
In my honor.
In Dave's honor, in the honor of getting a beer, which is a very noble cause indeed. Also, in case anybody is looking to drop something in the tip jar, which there's no obligation, never an obligation, but if you feel so inclined, feel free to do so. The links for that are just down here, paypal.me/theblowins, or on the site, theblowins.com/tipjar. In case you have any problems with it, we have had problems recently with the website. Actually, we've had problems for ages with the website. We are going to be changing website host providers as soon as this contract is up, sometime in the next couple months. So that should sort it out. So if you run into problems with one, just try using the other, and we'll get those sorted as those opportunities come up. But we're going to do Back Home in Derry now, which is a song about the many men who shipped off from Ireland on prison ships over to Australia to serve out sentences, and many of them never even made it over because the journeys were so difficult. So they were oftentimes just piled onto these ships, and the conditions on board were so horrible. That makes everything better. This next song brought to you by Guinness. I wish that was the case. It's not actually, but 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe, or 2 minutes 2 minutes and 9 seconds, I think, is the perfect time for Guinness to settle. So yeah, the prison ships that went over, they were off in such poor conditions. They just piled these people on board, and some of the men didn't even make it over, and they unceremoniously just sort of dropped them overboard. So it was a really messy situation. And of course, when they finally did land, if they had the luxury of landing alive, what awaited them was not much better of a fate. And so, hence the "I wish I were back home in Derry." You may recognize the tune. It is the tune for The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, written by
Gordon Lightfoot.
And the lyrics were taken from a Bobby Sands poem from the 80s. And it was... come on, help me out there, Dave. Christy Moore, who put the two together.
Oh, Christy Moore, yeah.
To assemble. So the song's really assembled from a series of other parts. I won't say lesser parts because each in their own right are wonderful pieces of art, but I think that it really comes together quite nicely with this one. So back home in Derry. I wish I were back home in Derry.
Oh, lovely.
Mute for you, reverb for us.
Beer for you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound, if we didn't all drown, the marks of our fetters we carried. In our rusty iron chains we cried for our wains, our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses we hurled on the English and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foil bade farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Old Doherty screamed, walking out of a dream, of a vision of bold Robert dying. The sun burned cruel as we dished out the grove, and O'Connor was down with a fever. 60 rebels today, bound for Botany Bay, how many will reach their receiver? I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I cursed them to hell as I bowed forth the swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. We buried our comrades each morning. In our own slime we were lost in the time, the endless night without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. And oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw and the gun makes the law, neither wind nor rain care for bravery. 20 years have gone by, I have ended my bond. My comrade's ghost walked beside me. A rebel I came, and I'm still the same. On the cold winds of night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. And oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. And oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. And oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home in Derry.
Back home in Derry. Dave, can you swap your low cut?
My low cut, yes, well spotted.
Lovely, thank you very, very much.
I got a story to tell you.
Let's hear it.
You remember the coat hanger from earlier? That
I do.
I moved because I thought it was going to be in shop here.
Yeah.
No, so I just threw it. So when I came in with my beer, I tripped over it.
You shouldn't have moved it in the first place, Dave.
I splashed several bits of beer onto the floor, which luckily was off camera, as I tripped like that with my glass, and now the dog is lying in it.
Oh, fantastic! Not
So that's it.
not licking
He just
it
came in and just went.
Just
He
lying.
just came in and went. It was only a little bit, but it was quite
Good-
funny.
Good boy, Finn.
Now the coat hanger is mangled. Anyway, it was worth it. Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
What are you drinking there?
I've got an IPA.
It looks dark. Yeah, it's an IPA.
I think it was a Two Roads, if that's a thing.
Gone all posh, haven't you?
It was what was handed to me. It was quite good though.
It's
Song
because
for
you live down the
Ireland?
road from a brewery. It's because you live down the road from a brewery now. You're getting all, you know.
Oh, I tell you what, that is something that I very, very much miss, is going down to Bricks and just sitting up basically on my own and having a few pints of Uncle Cullum's mild dark ale. So good.
It's a good beer. They have a lot of good beers in that
They
place.
certainly do. West Kerry
Jack.
Brewery.
Jack Connolly, Early Morning Rain is a lovely song. In the early morning rain. I don't know it, but it must be quite easy to learn. We'll have a look at that one.
Yeah, we got to
For
start
the Gordon-
pulling.
for
It's,
Gordon
it's,
Lightfoot.
it's a little bit more difficult to try to pull songs together when we're in this kind of form, but we can maybe see if we can't throw a few new ones. Maybe that's something to do for the next couple of weeks. Is
I started to learn relearn a couple of old ones that were tried and failed, and
Right.
I had listened to Heyday as well. If you want to have a listen to that one,
yeah, we got that
it's
one coming
high.
up for
Might
sure.
have to move that key around.
You tell me.
Yeah, okay. And I had a go at Summer in Dublin as well. I thought I'd better learn that one.
Great.
That's coming along. So maybe in a couple of weeks' time we can have some new songs.
All right, fantastic. I love
Not
it.
our own songs, but new songs for us.
Yeah, that's something to be something to do for maybe for the future. But we've got a few more songs left before we
Yes.
say goodbye to you on this day. One of
Loads
those
of
is the song we're going to do next, which is a song for Ireland, a Luke Kelly
Lovely.
song.
Did I see Brown Eyed Girl in there as well somewhere?
You did see Brown Eyed Girl in there. Maybe that's one
Or we can do that at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. This is a song for Ireland.
That sounds better without that low cut, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking all the day by tall towers where falcons build their nests. Silver wings they fly, they know the call of freedom in their breast. I saw black head against the sky, where twisted rocks may run down to the sea. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, I asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. I saw one touch the bow, he played a reel which seemed so grand and gay. Stood on Dingle Beach and cast in wild foam we found Atlantic bass. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, I asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Laughing all the day with true friends who try to make you stay. Telling jokes and news and singing songs to while the time away. We watched the Galway salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Dreaming in the night, I saw a land where no one had to fight. Waking in your dawn, I saw you crying in the morning light. Sleeping where the falcons fly, they twist and turn all in your rare blue sky. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. And I sang a song for Ireland. Song for Ireland. For Patrick, I'm assuming. He loves that song.
There we go. Song for Ireland indeed. See. Awesome. Thank you very much. Watching the Detectives. Shannon, have we done that one before?
We have a go at it. It's great.
Yeah. It's a great song. I certainly enjoy that one.
I love.
Oh, Helena. Is that Helena Connolly? Helena Connolly? Hello.
Hi, Helena Connolly.
Good to see you. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. If you don't cover songs, still like sharing good songs. If you're just listening, send along whatever songs you have. If you want us to do a song, send it along. If we know it, we'll do it. If we don't, we'll throw it on the list of 150, 200 songs at this stage that we have to learn. And we'll eventually get around to it.
And Alan, Two Roads, Little Heaven. I've not heard that. Not heard of that. Do you know that one?
I think I just drank that. I think that was the beer that I just drank.
That's not the name of a song, it's the name of a beer, is it? That makes a lot more sense. He knows his beer, that man. Oh yeah, he's a craft beer expert.
You can identify it by...
Yeah, he can smell it from there.
It very well could be. I'm not sure. I could probably get the can somewhere and check it out. But right, what do we got? We only got a few minutes left before we're gonna hit the road. So
gotta go somewhere.
Oh hey, do you want to do? Speaking of road, King of the Road? I haven't done that in ages.
Okay, yeah, good call.
Yeah. No, I suppose that Two Roads just.
Oh, but this involves a capo move in the middle of the song. Okay.
That's what, A?
A into B flat, yeah.
A into B flat. Okay. King of the Road, because why not?
Yeah. I'm glad we learnt this one. It went down really well in the end, didn't it?
It did.
1, 2, 3, 4. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I've been 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. 3rd boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoe, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of their names, and every hand out in every town, and every lot that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I'm but 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I burn 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I'm a man
King of the Road.
There we go.
Alan says, yes, that's a beer. My request is a beer. My request is a beer as well. Soon enough. Another 5 or so minutes. And I shall be indulging. It's a Sunday afternoon. What else would you be doing?
What a lovely thing to do on Sunday afternoon. What's the weather like there now?
Isn't it just? It is
still
sunny.
snowing?
No,
Okay.
no. In fact, we had this huge snow, and the next day, like, rain, and it was gone. Gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've been pretty dry since then.
Yeah.
It's brisk out. It's cold. There's no doubt about that.
Yep,
but
yep.
As far as the sun is out, so that's good. This is not the sun.
Fantastic.
This is a light. That's not actual real sun.
Yes. Natural light not allowed in the live stream.
No,
Oh.
not at all. Right.
We have snow on the mountains here. They had to rescue 9 people off Carrantoul on the Ring of Kerry.
There's always a few who chance it. There's always a
as
few.
if that's not going to be 5 kilometers from your home. Yeah. And them straining the emergency services, and making them come into contact with other people, and
it just seems that there's people who just, today's the day where I shouldn't be out there. I'm going to go out there.
It's been cold. It's been snowing. There is snow on the mountains.
Yeah.
Wait till July and go up then. It's easy.
Or wait till July and then still don't go up.
It's still don't go up. That's what I've done that solidly now for the last 18 years.
I did go about maybe halfway up years ago. I don't know.
Up Carrantoul?
Yeah. I don't know why I was there.
No. I haven't even been up Brandon. I can see it out of my window.
Brendan O'Sullivan, fiddle player.
Well, he's a
doing
clown
a
man.
gig. Yeah. That might have been it.
He's Beaufort, isn't he?
He's in Beaufort, yeah.
Yeah, that's very handy for the weeks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's snow on the mountains here. It's been cold here, not by your standards, but it's been around freezing temperature, around 0 to between 0 and 4 degrees, dropping to -3, 4 at night maybe.
That's cold.
And I think the east coast of the country had some snow, but it's been lovely weather. Been out on the beach, been in the garden, just wrap up warm and get out. It's been really nice because when there's we know that storms are going to come, and then you just got to batten down the hatches and stay indoors.
I've basically gone out a few times. Like I go out, every now and again to take the dog out for a drag.
Oh yeah, how is the dog?
Dog is doing great. Not much of a walker yet, like in terms of.
He likes to be dragged, does he?
She'll go along happily until something distracts her, and then she just plants herself in, and that's it. You're not going anywhere, so you either have to carry her back or you're just dragging her.
Yeah.
But,
that reminds me of another dog I know, but Finn's pretty good on the lead. He likes to pull me along the road, but
yeah, there's a lot of pulling going on.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
All right, let's do something, and then maybe we'll finish with Brown Eyed Girl.
There was something else came in there. Let me just have a quick look back and see what's been happening. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
I
find
think.
it. Anyway. Are we good? Did we catch up with everything?
We probably missed a few, as we always do. We'll have to go
Sorry
back and through.
if
we missed your song, we apologize, but definitely send them along again. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to do Brown Eyed Girl to finish that off. But Dave, you're around next week, yeah? We're gonna go again.
I don't think I've got much on next week. Let me just check.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
I'll clear out my schedule.
I do have to start homeschooling this week.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Lessons are coming in online now.
Okay. Has to be done.
The Seesaw app. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
That's a Google thing, right?
I don't know. There's Google Classroom. I don't know if Seesaw's Google as well. But
not positive.
It's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that and get back into the swing of education.
Has to be done. Did you have something in mind, or?
Well, I just went back through some messages there, and there's a shout out for an Irish pub song. So,
South
will we do Whiskey in the Jar?
Whiskey in the Jar.
Australia. It's not really Irish, is it?
Not really.
We'll do South Australia next week. Do you know what? What we'll do is we won't tell anybody, but we'll come in with South Australia next week, and it'll be great.
That's good. That's perfect, because I'm sure that I will fall all over the place on that one. That's a good one to start with.
Don't tell anybody I said that.
Great.
Oh, that's going to be interesting to do. That's a cappella at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a challenge for next week.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Whiskey in the Jar. So here's our the obligatory clapping song. There's some reverb.
Imagine if we'd gone off without doing a clapping song, there would have been a riot.
Riots.
Not for the first time this week.
No, sadly not. Okay. Bring it on.
Where did I put my horned helmet? 1, 2, 3, 4. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier, saying, stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Mushering dum-a-doo dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Good mention of the Cork and Kerry mountains there that we were just talking about.
No all ties in.
I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. With the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them all with water. Then sent a Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I don't know how many claps I just did. There was lots of clapping.
I want to know what you're saying.
Can't tell you, Dave. It's a secret.
It was early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, and she stole away me rapier. But I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Some they take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and some they take delight in the hurling and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now if anyone can save me, 'tis me brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if you go with me, we'll go roving in Kilkenny, and I'm sure it'll treat me better than the old sporting Jenny. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I'm mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Look at all that clapping.
Whiskey in the jar.
Look at that, pages of it.
I attempted to do the clapping part with my right hand and pretty much just spasmed, and it was just random clapping through half of that verse. All right, we want to thank everyone for coming out. We're going to finish up with one last one, but before we do, thank you very, very much. We appreciate you guys coming out. We love spending this time with you. We love the chat that you guys bring. We love the requests that you guys bring. We love seeing your wonderful chat faces. Chat faces, is that a thing? We love your online presences, showing up with us every week. We're going to be back again next week for much of the same, a little bit of chat, a little bit of updates, maybe a film, a video, definitely your requests. So check back, same time, same place, same channel, same songs.
Yeah, keep sending us messages. We want to hear what you want to hear, and
absolutely,
we'll then fail to learn it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's right on track, Dave. We're consistent, if nothing else. We're going to finish up with this song, a request, a classic, a modern Irish classic by Van the Man Morrison. This is Brown Eyed Girl. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Ooh. See you next week. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, where do we go? Days when the rains came, down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, yeah. Skipping and jumping in a misty morning fog with my heart's a thumping. You, the brown-eyed girl, you my brown-eyed girl. And whatever happened, Tuesday is so slow. Gone down the old mountain, transistor radio. Stand the sunlight laughing
and how rainbows walk, slipping and sliding all along the waterfall with you, a brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Bass solo.
It's the same bass line. Not really a
Do
solo.
it. Go nuts.
Next week.
So I found my way, now that I'm all on my own. Saw you just the other day, oh my, how you have grown. Can't remember me back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about it. Make a lot of green grass behind the stadium with you, a brown-eyed girl. You're my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Break it down. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you next week. Hopefully.
Goodbye. See you next week.